Hey everyone, it's Joel with the EV Geek podcast. Sebastian is behind the phone right now filming, and we are excited to have the Equinox EV for a few hours today. We want to give a huge shout out to Bale Chevrolet here in Little Rock for letting us borrow the Equinox for a couple hours. We're going to take a look at the outside, take a look at the inside, go fast charge it, and hopefully check out GM Super Cruise on it. So first thing is, what do we have here? So this is a 2024 Equinox EV. It's the 2RS. It is the front wheel drive model. It has the, what size tires on it? It has the 21 inch tires on it. 21 inch aluminum tires, yes. It has 85 kilowatt battery. It has 150 kilowatt DC fast charging, 11.5 kilowatt AC charging. So yeah, this is a really cool color, really cool car. We'll kind of do an outside tour of it. First thing, as always, we'll kind of hit the charge port here. As always.
It's got one of the dumb flaps that I would rip off immediately.
Yes, I don't know why we're still doing it. It's like putting a gas cap over your gas thing still. All right. One thing I like about it is I like how the handles kind of come out when you get out. So you don't have to push them or pull them like you have to do them in the back.
It actually blinked when you did that.
It actually blinked when I did. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So it does do that. So, yeah. So as compared to like the Kias and the Teslas where you have to kind of push the handles in and out, I like how they come out. So you don't have to worry about doing that. As you can see, it is a little rainy right now. So we've been fighting weather about for the last hour and a half. So we're going to try to get as much in as we can in between rain showers here. As you can see too, one thing we talked about is the rear wiper. So it's got a great rear wiper on it. As you can see, cool little light bar here with the red RS logo.
Let's pop the trunk open real quick.
Let's pop the trunk.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Power trunk. Sweet.
So,
good size.
Good size. So new floor mats here. Let's check out the storage.
Cool. You get an included EVSE on this one. Big old tow hitch.
Good Lord, that's a big tow hitch. Yes, it comes with the EVSE. Comes with a nice one too.
Yeah.
It's a little. Got
with
the
details for
NEMA 1450. Yep.
Yeah.
And the 110. And nice little storage bag for it. So yeah, it's always good if you're buying a new EV. A lot of new EVs now will not come, especially like Teslas, will not come with a EVSE. All right. Let's head around this way. While Sebastian comes around, I'm going to pop open the trunk here, or the frunk, sorry. If I figure out how to do it.
I love the way this thing looks, by the way. This is
all right. Y'all ready? Are you ready for the unveiling of the frunk of the Equinox? Are you ready? Oh, it's got one of these old school things on it that I can't see in my old eyesight. Where the tarnation is this thing? You can edit that out. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's a double.
Oh, is it a double pull?
It's a double pull. We may end up keeping that in. It's a double pull. Now try. There we go.
Look at that beautiful.
Look at that beautiful frunk.
Frunk.
And no, that's not an engine, people. So yeah, no storage up front.
And so this one being a front wheel drive too, you can see this is all empty space. Like they could have done like even just a weird little like flat storage that would have been big enough for like
a frunkalope. Yeah, like a blanket or something similar to what the EV
charger.
Yep, or yeah, something similar to what like the EV6 has.
Yeah,
or something up top here that could just lay flat too.
Yep.
So, all right. So since it is starting to rain again, we're gonna hop inside. Sebastian's gonna walk us around the inside of the car and show us the software. I'll be filming that, and then we're gonna take it down to EA, charge it, and do Super Cruise.
All right, so we are now inside this Equinox, and like Joel mentioned, this is the 2RS, which is kind of like a middle trim. The top trims are the 3RS and the 3LT, respectively. The RS kind of has a sportier look to it. This one is, like Joel said, the front-wheel drive model. The all-wheel drive model has a little bit more power, a little less range. So I don't know if we pointed out outside, but front-wheel drive, the EPA rating on it is 319 miles, which isn't too bad. I don't know how close it actually will get to EPA range. I know right now we are at 29% and it says 88 miles, which sounds about right. Yep. Just starting off with this infotainment screen. that is gigantic. And I like it's got one of these it kind of does the weird shape. It's got the dial for your volume, which is nice. I'm not going to turn it up too loud because there might be music playing. Another thing to note, this does not have a start button. You just get in and put your foot on the brake, which is cool. Love to see that. This is the GM Google Android automotive system. There is no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which for some people is a deal breaker. However, the system seems to be pretty decent and intuitive. So because it's the built-in Google system, you have Play Store, you can just install your app straight to the radio. So you can install Spotify, whatever else, just straight to it. Kind of going through here, though. So vehicle status is just basic stuff. So this is where you can see your tire pressures, which were add a bunch of weird things for some reason. This is, you also get energy info. So see, no mileage recorded. So this is since we started the car. That makes sense.
Your car only has 297 miles on it.
Looks like EPA. When the EPA tested it, probably got 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour, so that's what it shows by default. And then you can get your trip computer. So let's see here. Last 297 miles, so the whole lifetime of the vehicle, it's average 2.5, which isn't great, but I don't know how it's been driven, so that makes sense. Coming out of there, you get your drive modes. You got normal, sport, snow and ice, and then my mode, you get a bunch of customization options. So you can change how the steering feels, how the brakes feel, acceleration, motor sound, and then it says my mode again. Okay, cool. We're going to go back to normal. Coming home, you get Google Assistant, so you can ask Google to adjust stuff for the car. So if you could be like, hey, Google, turn the climate down to 70 degrees, and it would just do it if you had that set up, but we're not signed into an account or anything. Play Store, again, you can install apps. Charging, we're going to come in here real quick, because this has some good stuff in here. So this is how you set your charge limit. So right now it comes default set to 80%, which is excellent. You can turn it all the way down to 50%. So you can't go much lower, but hey, that's fine. Most people won't go that low anyway. And it gives you a time if I was to plug in right now when it thinks it would be done, which is cool. If you can sign in to your Chevy account, it'll give you like a list of chargers, which is nice. You can create your charging schedules. And we're going to come in here because this car has what every EV needs. You can click Fast Charge Prep. And I'm actually going to stop. We had started earlier to try to burn off some juice. Just like an athlete, your battery needs a warm-up to perform its best. So you can actually, on-demand, manual precondition. And it comes up and says, getting ready for fast charging, and it actually tells you it is ready to plug in at any time. All right. So it is already good. That is awesome to see. You can also come in here and you can have it set to precondition at certain times to a certain cabin temperature. Good features, good to have.
So question, are those things available in the app too, or not?
That's a great question. Yeah. It's not something I have on a Bolt,
Gotcha.
So I don't know what all you can adjust comparatively. You've got 360 cameras on the 2RS, and they're wet right now, so you don't judge the water droplets on it.
But it's a very good quality on the
But it's a pretty dang good quality.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bigger.
Yep.
It's a little small to me, but you get forward over. You can have this kind of 360 with the rear camera. You can flop, or actually front. You can swap between front and rear. You got an overhead, same thing, front and rear. There we go. Or just down the side. Top down. Oh, okay. Guidelines. Standard. Come back. Okay.
Use those buttons on this one.
Got Alexa, which I don't know what the difference is between Alexa and Google Assistant on this.
You can order stuff while you're driving.
Oh, cool. Alexa, that's what everyone wants to do,
I need more toilet paper, please.
That's what everyone wants to do.
Yes.
All your ambient lighting settings, which let's see if I can figure out how to turn on the lights in here. I don't know how to turn on the... Oh, wait. Aha.
There we go.
I don't know if we can, if that'll show them up any, but yeah, you get all sorts of colors for ambient lighting and brightness settings. I guess we can't show those off. I always wish we could, though.
Yep.
Auto park, it'll allegedly park itself and find a space, which is nice. How would you like to exit? How would you like to park? Let me out. Climate. So this threw me off when we first got in. I immediately was trying to turn the climate controls on using these buttons, because that made sense to me. But it actually does have actual, real, physical toggles that I just completely overlooked when we first got in. But if we look at what all is on the climate screen, you can kind of see it's just showing you the information in just another way.
That can be accessed through buttons as well.
oh, cool, settings. You've got stuff for auto fan speed, which in every GM car you pretty much have to turn down to low because otherwise it will just blast you with air.
Yes, it will.
Heated seats on startup. Nice feature. Nice to see. Eco climate.
So heated but not cold. Yes.
When there are, yes, just
Yes.
heated seats on the
Yes.
2RS. When on and around rear seat passengers, the climate will reduce the airflow to the empty seat. Cool.
So I guess if you have heated seats on, it won't. If someone's not sitting here, it doesn't.
And if you don't have anyone in the back seat, it's just going to turn off
Gotcha.
the rear climate. That makes sense.
Yep. Similar to the Tesla, if you have no one in the back seat, the climate doesn't come on back.
Right.
Or the climate doesn't come on the passenger seat either.
Right. This is arguably the best feature of the car.
Yes. The map
Just
feature.
built-in Google Maps. You can come up here and it does some route planning. Although, as we were playing around with it earlier,
Austin.
it makes some questionable decisions.
Yes.
So we're going to give it a second. It's pretty quick though to actually find the route.
So this is our first questionable decision right there.
Yeah, so it's saying 5 charging stops, but it wants us to stop here in Hope for 1 hour and 17 minutes. I don't know why.
Yep.
I would think it would almost be better to do a 30-minute.
Yes.
Or
Is it picking up the Tesla superchargers in here or not?
that's a good
I
question.
don't think it is. Because it doesn't have any of them in there. It shall reach electrify.
Yeah, it's not trying to route to it, so it might
Yeah.
not be aware that we have access to those yet.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because
But anyway,
actually, if you look at Hope here, you could actually drive another, 30, 40 miles. And
well, there's also a supercharger in Hope.
there's also a supercharger in Hope we could do too, yes.
Yeah. The only thing I wish it would do is, which I mean, it's super responsive. I wish it would actually tell me what percent it's trying to charge to.
Gotcha. It tells you what you'll get there at, right?
Right, but
Yeah.
it doesn't tell you where it's taking you.
Yep.
But I mean, that's kind of a minor point. But I mean, it got it passed.
Yep.
And if someone who wasn't an EV nerd or an EV geek like us
Yep.
got in, they would be happy with just the
Yep.
fact that it is actually telling them what to do. But we're going to cancel out of that because I don't want to actually do navigation.
We're not going to Austin. Not till next week.
Not till 2 weeks.
2 weeks, that's right.
Otherwise, you've got some pretty basic stuff. You've got some controls in here. You do get, let me come in to drive and park. So this has one pedal driving, and you have off, normal, and high.
High is brutal.
High is aggressive.
It's
I'm going to have
very-
it in high. Joel drove this over. I haven't driven it yet, but just in the passenger seat, high was pretty hard.
High was high.
Um,
You get queasy, don't put it on high.
and then you've just got your general stuff, blind zone steering, traction control. You get to where you go into your power window lockout. You can set your lift gate height, and then your interior lighting stuff. You got, your dome lights and whatnot. Nothing super interesting in there. Really, this is honestly the best feature of the system. And what's also really cool is if you come over here on the driver screen, this is semi-customizable. So this is kind of the default key up setting. You've got your speed in the middle. I do appreciate you actually get your percentage here. That's something older GM vehicles didn't do. So that's a good feature. I'm glad they added it. Also love when the GM cars actually show you on the right side here how much power you're actually drawing. So like right now with AC on, we're just drawing 1 kilowatt. But you can hit this button and change it. So now you've got speed on the left and a big old thing on the right showing you how much power you're drawing. This is nice.
I like that.
Having your actual, I can't see it.
Here, go higher.
Having your actual map on the screen, and I'm assuming when you're doing directions, it'll come up on it too.
Yep.
And then you still get all your information here. Only thing you're missing is you no longer get your state of charge, your percent. You only get the 88 miles to empty.
Okay, gotcha.
And you've got this one that's kind of your driver's assistance view that shows you your gap. And then you have what Ford would call a calm screen.
Calm screen.
Whatever.
It's just your speed. That's it.
But otherwise, I mean, super basic stuff. This is being a GM car. You do get an actual region paddle, which is nice. Now, this feels to me like it's just an on and off. It doesn't feel like some of the GM cars. It's kind of like an adjustable thing. And then you've got right underneath it, you've got your GM forward and next track buttons. And then on the back of the steering on the right side, you have your volume up and down. This one does have Super Cruise. I'm excited to try that out.
Yes.
You activate it with this button here. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot else going on. The 2RS does not have a wireless charger.
Nope. But you do have 2 USB-Cs up here, 2 cup holders, lots of storage down there.
Center console, if it opens the wrong way.
It opens the right.
I mean,
For
it
me,
opens
does.
fine.
Yep. It opens. Not the wrong way for me over here.
Another interesting thing we noticed is only the driver's seat is power.
Yes, the passenger seat is that good old crank mode.
And we noticed on the way over here, the passenger seat sits up way higher than the driver's seat.
Sebastian is actually about 1 or 2 inches shorter than me, and he was actually sitting up higher than me at the lowest setting.
So otherwise, though, back seats look plenty big. I love the super easy access for the car seat tethers. As
Yep.
someone who has kids in car seats, that's awesome.
I like the two color tone here too of the red and blue. Pretty cool.
I don't know how I feel about on the door panel. This kind of red ombre.
Yep.
I think it is fine, but I don't know. But anyway, I think we ready to drive.
Yep, got some cool little circle AC vents. So yeah, we're gonna get it out on the road here. We have about 10-15 minute drive, if that, even to the EA station. And on the way there, we'll pop on Super Cruise because we'll be on interstate, and we'll see you in a bit.
All right, so we just got out on the highway, and I noticed kind of immediately this icon came up on the screen. So I think if I hit this button, it will let me do Super Cruise. Cruise braking on. Adaptive cruise set to 63. Okay. The light up here turned green. I should be able to, at this point, be hands-free. Makes me a little nervous. Oh, it's doing an auto lane change. It's like it's making me a little nervous because it's raining.
Oh yeah, it's not just light rain too. It's a good rain.
It did an auto lane change. As long as I keep looking forward, it should stay happy. Now, if I start looking around.
So we noticed when we tried filming this in the Silverado while we were driving, it did not like that.
Okay.
It wanted to cut off every time it saw that film pop up.
So I'm not looking around super much.
Nope. I'm looking at your screen to see if it changes.
Yeah, it's not seeming to. Oh, there it goes. It's blinking now.
It's blinking at you, yeah.
But cool. Now, I am curious as to why it's doing 63. The speed limit's 65.
Maybe because it's raining.
I guess
I don't know if that would have anything to do with
I can bump it up. But yeah, I just would have expected it to.
Yep.
But yeah, it seems to be working pretty all right. I mean, we're not giving it anything hard. I did do an auto lane change, though, immediately.
You can see our Google Maps is up and running.
Oh, does it navigate on Super Cruise? Voice only while driving. Okay. Electrify America, Little Rock.
Sure. Electrify America charging station. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, it came up on this gauge cluster with my directions.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is a really cool. I love this Google Maps.
Yeah, this is a super good integration.
Yeah, and it's the whole screen. I like that.
Now, I don't know if you notice, the steering wheel is like,
It's like it's having a seizure.
I mean, it's tracking straight,
Yep.
but it is very shaky right now.
We're literally like 5 minutes away from the charger. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how much it navigates on Super Cruise, but we're about to find out.
Yeah, it'll probably get you to the exit and then maybe pop off.
I'm wondering if it'll even do this on ramp to 30.
Let's see. As you can see
In
now.
half a mile, use the left lane to take exit 129A for I-30 East toward Little Rock.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. We're going to see. Actually, if you're going towards Little Rock, you're in the wrong lane.
Yep, it is. Let me just auto lane change.
Yep, it did.
Use the left lane to take exit 129A.
It kind of waited a while to do that.
It did. I'm going to get ready to take over. I have a feeling I'm about to have to take over.
Yeah, we have a wall up here. Hey, I'm vibrating. Look at that.
It hasn't kicked off yet.
Nope. Let's see. We got a big turn up here.
Oh, there it goes. Super Cruise disengaging. Take vehicle control.
We lost
Super Cruise unavailable. Sharp curve.
Oh, okay. So yes, this is a sharp curve, as you can
And
see.
the steering wheel light is blue now.
Ooh.
Where's my regen? It didn't give me any regen just then.
Wonder why.
I don't know. That was weird. Now it's giving it to me. Huh. That was concerning.
Regen went to sleep for a minute. All right, so we're going to get off this exit up here. We're going to get everything set up, plug in the EA. We'll have what's our percentage you think we'll pull in with?
We are at 27% currently.
26, 25, maybe
It's saying
26%.
26% on arrival.
26%, and we'll see what kind of rate we
In
get
half
this.
a mile, take exit 130 toward Arkansas 338 Baseline Road.
All right, now I can talk. So it should reach 150 is what we're hoping. We'll see. Let's pull in the 351. Be one of those people. Pull in the 350 and just charge you 150. All right, y'all. We'll see you in a second. All right, everyone. We're at EA with our Equinox. We're going to start charging. So I'm just going to get my credit card out, start working. If this works.
Oh, plug in first.
You can tell I don't use
Tesla
EA.
owners.
You can tell Tesla owners don't use EA. So, oh, hold on. It's where you need like two
That's why you're doing it.
Gotta get a knee out here to put the cord in. All right, now
There you
we're
go.
in. All right.
Connecting to vehicle.
This may take a minute. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you have to insert. Does it not tap? That makes sense.
Tap over here.
Payment authorized.
Can I remove my card now? I guess so. All right, initiated charge. No receipt. Oh, I forgot the buttons are down here. You can tell I never use EA. All right, you know these things take
Takes 7
seconds
business years to.
to think about what it wants to do and pour itself a latte and
And it's not done anything yet. Oh,
Yep.
wow, that was loud.
all right, so 26% chain of charge. Let's see what we get up here.
37. 40.
Should see 150, maybe a little bit more. What do you think?
I'm guessing.
155. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I was so
156.
close. Oh, we keep
156, 157, 158. Oh, cool. So now if we get in the car, let's see if I can do this without tripping. This, by the way, this EA station has the weirdest layout
Yes.
because you can only get to it from one side, and these are super narrow stalls. But I'm going to hop in. I want to see what it says on the screen. You might have to get in too. So,
I got to get into that's right. You got to hand me the camera.
Oh, it actually turned on.
There we go.
Golly. Charge cord connected. Check mark. Let's see. Shows on here we're actually only doing 152, so I bet it's using some for.
Yep.
Golly. This thing beeps and
And
dings and
yes.
bongs on everything. Yes, 152 kilowatt. Cool. And if I wonder if we come over here now if it says anything cool. Fast
There you go.
charging. 89 range. It says we're increasing at 544 miles per hour and that we will be to 80% in 30 minutes.
So what? That's basically 25 to 80% in 30 minutes, which is
Yeah.
It's mid.
Hey, it's better than a Bolt.
As the kids would say, it's mid. It's May. You know. So
All right. Well, I don't actually think we actually need to charge it that much. So
no, we don't. So
let's hop out and unplug and
Yep.
then keep going.
let's keep going. All right. Okay, we are back on the freeway, heading back towards Bale. Another huge shout out to Bale Chevrolet for letting us borrow this Equinox. Hopefully, we'll get another one or two from them in the next couple weeks. Possibly a Blazer, maybe a Silverado. All right, final thoughts, Sebastian, then I'll give mine.
Yeah. So right now we are chilling on Super Cruise and it just did an auto lane change. I'm going to bump the speed up a little bit. So I really like this thing. It's $47,500 before tax credit. So 40 grand after tax credit. And that puts it right at base Model Y pricing, which is, I mean, there's a lot can be said that this car does really well, and I think does better than Model Y. But the Model Y is also the de facto
King.
crossover EV for a reason.
Yep.
I mean, I appreciate like Super Cruise is just working.
Yep.
It's great. It only works on pre-mapped highways though. I'm actually going to initiate a lane change. So, it's doing it on its own. Never mind. This is excellent, the infotainment system. And I mean, it's not the Tesla system, but I think it's probably the best I've used outside of Tesla so far. I think the entry level of the 1LT or 2LT, whatever the base model actually is, I don't remember. That's supposed to be like 27 grand after tax credit. I'm really interested to drive one of those when it comes out because I want to see what they strip out of it and if they make it to a point it's unusable. But also, we just plugged it into a charger and we actually got the speed it was supposed to get.
Yep.
We got a little over 150 kilowatt,
Went
which is
straight
great.
there. Yep.
Now, I don't know what the curve on this vehicle is. Its little built-in estimations for how long we were going to be at chargers kind of makes me worry that it's not amazing. But at the same time, if it does anything over, I'm driving a Chevy Bolt, so if it does anything over 50 kilowatt, I'm happy.
So I think the curve was what? It was 25 to 80% in 30 minutes.
Something like that is what it was thinking.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, isn't amazing.
Nope.
It's acceptable. It's fine.
It's there with most of the other EVs right now.
Yeah.
So.
Joel, what are your thoughts?
So yeah, I like I said, I am really impressed with the navigation system. It's a very comfortable ride. Like I said, the one thing I hate about my Model Y is how it rides. It's a rough ride. This ride's very similar to me as to the Mach-E.
I read the sign up there that said there's an accident ahead and all lanes are blocked.
Oh yes, we have to get off. We have a detour because there's an accident, so we're gonna have to do a little bypass. But yeah, it rides nice. Like I said, it rides a lot similar to the Mustang Mach-E.
Which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's bumpy, but quiet. So really like it. I really like the interior. I kind of like I said, I like these cool circular air conditioned vents. This red's kind of growing on me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the standard. I'm guessing the red is the standard color.
I think red is for RS.
Oh, red is for
I wonder
RS.
what color it is on the LTs.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
It seems like it's a good build quality. It's got plenty of room. Even me sitting over here, the seats are comfortable. I got plenty of leg room down here. I can even go back a little farther if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm glad Chevy finally came out with this EV. And like I said, the lower models will start at what? What did you say, Sebastian?
I think the base model is supposed to be 35 before tax credit.
35 before tax credit. So with the tax credit, you're looking at
27.5.
27.5. His math is better than mine today. So yeah, I'm really impressed with what this vehicle has to offer. I have a Tesla, but I kind of like the buttons, and we got buttons in this car. So yeah.
Also, the seats are comfortable. We've been in it now for a little while, and I'm good.
Yeah, we drove around for about 20 minutes until the rain stopped. And also tried to burn off some energy, and it feels good. So the seats are comfortable if you have to do a long drive. So yeah, I mean, once again, huge shout out to Bale Chevrolet for letting us borrow this vehicle. They have this in stock right now, so if you're interested, you can go to balechevrolet.com here in Little Rock and pick this vehicle up. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Sebastian, you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye.
Bye-bye. We're going to beat the traffic back here in this wreck here and get us back to Bale. See y'all later, everyone.